Afternoon, gentlemen. We're here at the tractor. I'm having a little bit of hydraulic issues on my Allis 160. So I couldn't find any manuals, nothing online. Couldn't find any videos explaining what I had to do, so I figured I'd make a video here in case anybody else has issues. So this is an Allis 160 I'm working on. Had some problems with the hydraulics. The rear arms aren't lifting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and open up the drain plug here. Not the drain plug. Scratch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up the plug on top, see if there's any hydraulic oil in here. So for those wondering, this is your hydraulic fill right here. Okay. There's no dipstick on this 160. Some model 160s I've heard do have. So pull out the plug. If you can see, she looks a little low, but tough to tell. So, put this back in here for now. I'll wander around to the other side here. Alright, over on the starboard side here, I don't actually know if that's starboard side. On the right side of the tractor, underneath your brake, there's a plug. In this case, I don't know if you can see, they actually put a piece of steel pipe here, some black pipe it looks like that they painted, just to extend this out. If you pull this plug right here, which on most tractors I think it would actually be back on the frame, back in here. If you pull that plug and you have hydraulic oil coming out, your hydraulic oil is full and that is not your issue. I already pulled this plug actually, hydraulic oil came out. I don't feel like pulling it again just for the video and getting hydraulic oil all over myself. But if you do need to check your 160, this is the plug that you would pull right here to check if you have enough fluid in the tractor. So at this point I've troubleshot it to the point where I obviously have hydraulic fluid. That's not my issue. I originally thought it might have been just because I have some hydraulic leaks on the tractor, and I recently filled some lines in a cylinder, so I thought that was my issue, but I don't think it is. The loader seems to be working fine. The 3-point in the rear isn't. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to find, I believe there's a strainer somewhere on the hydraulic system, like a screen. See if I can clean that and see if that fixes my problem. If it doesn't, it's probably the pump. So after a bit of poking and prodding here, I believe I found where the strainer is on the hydraulic system. And I believe it's below these 4 bolts right here. I don't have a manual on this tractor, so I get to play a bit of operation every time I have to do something with it. Alright, so I am back. Got the proper tool for the job here. Anybody who ever told you that it's easy making videos and doing work, it's fucking not. It takes about twice as long to do any task. You can see that's not going to work out too well. Are you in as eager of anticipation as I am to see what's underneath door number 1? Because I'm certainly curious what the hell this is going to look like. Of course, the fucking ends of the bolts are just chowdered to fuck, so nuts don't want to come off too easily once they get to the end, but oh, that one, the whole fucking stud's coming right out. I always love that. Although it does look like that may have been a repair job at some point in time before. Hopefully that doesn't fuck us that the stud came out. But time will tell. Alright. Looks like we struck Earl. Something is happening. rusty. Alright. Quite a few ferromagnetic shavings on whatever the hell that is, and with the oil, which is never good. A little grinding of the gears, perhaps. You know, I'm guilty as anyone for that. Good metallic shit coming out of there. I tell you what, before I get it over everything, I'm going to get myself a cloth here and wipe myself off. Try and keep it as clean as I can. It's a pretty substantial difference there as to what it looks like after it was all cleaned up. You see just a little bit of sediment. You can actually see the daylight through it though now. So, what a difference indeed. There's a magnet definitely on the bottom of that too to catch your metal shavings. That was as far down as it was, right? Yeah, it feels like that's it. So I have a feeling that's going to seep down in there pretty good anyway. Alright. Why not?